Thanks.
Hi, today I'm here with some of our senior football players for a final wrap-up of this season. How would you guys say you've grown as an athlete from your freshman year to now?
We've all learned to kind of play as a team, and we all understand we have a job individually that all sticks as part of a whole. So that's kind of the main way we've grown.
What's your favorite football memory?
One of my favorite memories was our Southridge game last week. I feel like it was one of the best games we've played as a team together, and the atmosphere around it, even with the long drive, the fans were involved, and it was just a great game to play in and watch.
And our run last year too, to the sectional championship was pretty fun. All those games were pretty good memories too.
So what was your favorite game over the last 4 years?
I'd have to say last week's Southridge game, because I mean, like Grant said, the fans, it was a very winnable game for us, and everyone knew that we had a chance to make it, even though we were down and on the whole season about not being able to.
If I had to pick a game, it'd probably be that North Harrison game where we played in the rain. It was just so muddy out there.
Yeah, that's true.
How would you guys say you've improved in offense and defense this year?
Offensively, we've been able to air it out quite a bit more. I mean, we passed quite a bit last year, but this year we actually been able to throw it down, get it to where it needs to be. And when we're able to block, we can run pretty good too. Porter, I mean, he's a 1,000-yard rusher. So, I mean, offense grew, defense grew. I mean, there was still some spots I could have been better at.
But our defense is also like our grades. Like we have like how many starters on defense were senior? 9. So each year we've like matured and gained more experience. So like I think sophomore year and on we've matured a lot on defense.
So how did it feel to switch coaches in the middle of 4 years?
It felt good, honestly. I mean, I like Coach Hartsfield, but Thompson's my guy and always will be my guy. You know, I think it was a change for the better and for the best of the program.
Yeah, it was definitely a game changer. We don't have that veer right and veer left anymore. No 21 or 22.
Yeah, it was definitely a positive change and change the program around for the better now. And the player first coach too, Thompson is. So I think a lot of players like that.
I mean, the wins can speak for itself. I don't remember the last time we was in the sectional championship.
So why was Thompson deserving of the Region 10 Coach of the Week award?
We had a 2.3% chance to win against Southridge, and we ended up coming out on top with a team that hasn't lost in the first round.
9 years.
More than that, I mean,
Since 2006.
double-digit years. So they were pretty good. They have a good culture, so it was important to win that game for us, and it just showed what he does with his players.
Yeah, especially in the early of the game, we got down like 14-0, and you know he just didn't give up on us, and we didn't give up on him. It was just players and a coach being who they are and coming out with a win.
So how did losing players to injury affect this season?
It was pretty tough. You know, some of our guys, we come in and we take an injury and a beating, and we gotta go see Mallory and get stitched up a little bit in order to keep us driving. And if we listen to Mallory and get healed properly, we can keep driving. It just, we adapted to new changes, and guys stepped up and took the positions that were empty from the guys that got injured, like Keenan. I stepped in and took his position and filled that hole.
Yeah, we had a couple important parts of our team get injured and had to sit out for a while. Keenan sat out for a while, or he ended up being done for the season. Kellen couldn't play the whole year. Malachi was out for a couple days or a couple weeks, and so was Matthew Strange. Caden's been fighting through injuries this whole year, but that's the key word right there, fighting. And we just had to fight, had to have guys step up and contribute to the team the best they can.
So what's been the best thing about being with these guys for the past 4 years?
Memories. I mean, without being with them would have been a totally different type of atmosphere, I guess you would say, because it's just the way that we was able to bond, connect throughout the years, and be able to play alongside each other and be us with each other.
Okay, so we've heard you guys say words like gold-blooded and built different. What does that mean?
That was just Thompson's kind of thing. He likes stuff like that. I don't know if the kids are super about it, but it's kind of be who you are, be your part, do your part, do what you can to help everybody else out.
It's like a family, like gold-blooded, like all the football players are gold-blooded. We're all one unit together, all bleed the same blood.
How do you think your high school career would have been different without football?
Very dramatically different. Very, very different.
I wouldn't have met I would have met, but I wouldn't have been close friends with half the guys in this room, and wouldn't have had near as many experiences. And football is another reason that we all come to school and show up on time and get things done properly, because we know we want to play on Friday nights. And it just kept the culture around here good, and I really enjoyed it.
Been a lot more fun too, like a lot more enjoyable high school career, like playing football.
So a lot of times we've seen you guys refer to each other as a brotherhood. What have you done to become a family?
Pretty much just looked at each other from the left to right and just told them that we got their six and everything, and we created a bond and told them we're going to stick through it and plow and do what we can.
I mean, it's nothing we've really done. We're always just there for each other, and every single one of them know that they've got this drive in them, that they'll always be there for you no matter what. It's nothing they've really done, but rather something they show and build up every single day.
How does it feel for your high school football career to be over?
Hurts. Feels like my dog died.
Definitely.
It's very
bad.
It's very painful.
It's not a pleasant feeling.
I don't know if a lot of us have fully felt just the shock of it. I think whenever we start cleaning our lockers out, it'll be more emotional than even losing the game. But it's definitely life changing. You know, things are going to be totally different now. But
Yeah,
that's kind of the glory of it. You know.
Sorry. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing after school now. I have no idea.
Feels weird. We always look forward to next year. Every time the season's been over before, we kind of just wait it out and get ready for next year. And now we're all lost. Like we don't know what to do after school, and don't get any more of those memories on Fridays, and it sucks.
I would like to thank the guys for talking with me. This has been Hannah Fleener with the Salem